Bueno, me llamo Daniela Sánchez Sánchez. Voy a hablar sobre un artículo que se llama Avoid these traps when negotiation in a crisis. Right now, around the world, countless negotiations are underway, and the results will literally influence life and death. Leaders and their advisors and innumerable school boards, town halls, university C-suites, and boardrooms, governments, mansions, and presidential palaces are desperately deliberating over policies for social distancing, reducing dancing, setting restrictions, relax startup procedures, working remotely, teaching online, and much more that will determine the ultimate outcome of the pandemic. In times of crisis, a great deal of decision making is done through negotiation. Some crises, market crashes, natural disasters, even wars, can to degree be anticipated and prepared for the COVID-19 pandemic is not one of the cases. The speed and the severity of this potential threats, uncertainty of information patterns, and most importantly, this novelty make it feel very different. These factors will lead many to panic. They also hidden the need for people to debate and decide on potential solutions together. Indeed, the accumulated wisdom of negotiation theory and practice can and typically should be applied to such situation. Uh, however, in time of panic, there are at least two important traps that make this difficult or way worse inappropriate. Move, move from definite to contingent measures. Time works in all crises, but during panics, it tends to be coated in moments. Tear- Thinking beyond the immediate can feel outright vulgar once I am convinced that a crisis is essential. I concentrate entirely on securing the immediate, even if that means earning toilet paper because tomorrow may not come. This is entirely expected and not at all irreasonable. Timelines of actions is paramount, especially in a crisis like COVID-19, where precaution and early measures can make all the difference. Howe- However, start negotiation advice is to think about the long term. What will be the impact, including unintended consequences of that I decide today? Political scientist Robert Azeroid called this notion the shadow of the future. Of course, I know there are no shadows in moments of panic. Tomorrow seem too far away, and in crises such as COVID-19, different stakeholders can have very different time horizons. Um, Experts driven by emerging evidence, science by media hype, politicians by electoral cycle, employers by business models, board, boards by liability concerns. Still, a crisis is a terrible and time as any to ignore the long term. Coronavirus will eventually and hopefully soon recede on interim decision that ignore medium and long-term implications can leave institutions unprepared and sometimes impaired for return to post-crisis normalcy. Possible fix. Difficult as it might seem, we do not have to choose between the immediate and the long term. We should not. It might be useful, for example, to ide- identify what Lawrence Susskind how call contingent measures. For example, let's say that you are on a school board committee and you decide to transition to virtual instructions for the rest of the semester. Your immediate concerns are the health and safety of your students, faculty, and staff. Students and parents are wondering whether there will still be a graduation. What impact the change will have on grades and how this might affect their future goals, such as college admissions for employment. In your negotiation, the immediate goals are safety and the speed. The uncertainties to plan the path to graduation. What are you contingent measures um, if it's looking like a short lag out, maybe you close school for a week with homework. It is it if it goes beyond 2 weeks. You you hear up for remote teaching. If lawyer, you plan for remote ex- exams and full scale online class. As you when each for these movies thinks about the short and long their implications. At the same time, you need to map out a contingent path to return. At what point do essential stuff start coming back? Ready the school for opening? At what point do some on-campus activity begin? At what point is everything back to normal? What are the preparatory measures for each stage? Moving towards collaborative decision making. Um, the concept of BANA, the best alternative to a negotiated agreement, introduced in the seminal book Getting to Yes, has become a central touchstone of most win-win negotiation strategies. The idea is to get to an agreement that is better than the best you can do without an agreement. This focus the mind on how we can maximize potential gains. However, in times of grave crisis, decision making is motivated much more by wanting to avoid the worst alternative, Juanita, than approving on the bad. That is school be no, that is should be a primary responsibility of any institution. COVID 19 response has to be to maximize risks and avoid catastrophic loss. But once the framework moves to concentrating concentrating on the works that can happen inside sets in an or usual habits of negotiations can seem useless familiar tools of analysis. The impulse to maximize gains, analyze costs and benefit, distribute risks, bargain for advantage, treat across differently value interest are hard to employ in a climate of fear where the goal is not to seek mutual gain but to avoid mutual loss. The problem is compounded because our negotiation habits tend to be so deep-seated that an inability to return to familiar um, frameworks can trigger discomfort, certainly anxiety, possible fear and panic, and breathe, bout, and distrust in the intent of the other. If this was not already bad enough, much of the interaction in this age of COVID-19 is happening virtually as we practice social distancing to avoid the spread of the disease. The unprecedented on RGS speak in remote work arrangements, whole I, I play, or stress and further increase the need for negotiation, but research research has found that the stains, particularly suited for difficult conversations. Possible fix: extracting ourselves from negotiation mindset and moving into what Howard Raifa calls a collaborating decision making as well as helping others to do so can be involved in panic situations if called to approach negotiation with full open, truthful exchanges in search of joint engagement can sometimes seem like an unrealistically idealistic quest in everyday negotiation, but in times of crisis, it is both useful and absolutely necessary. The situation is already stressful, adding that distrust and distance does not help anyone, so we must continue to focus together on maximize gains. Bueno, em, el título se llama Evite estas trampas al negociar las crisis, al negociar en crisis. Bueno, esto, esto habla del tiempo de crisis cuando hay una gran cantidad de toma de decisiones que se hace mediante la negociación. Algunas crisis pueden ser las caídas del mercado, los desastres naturales o también las guerras. Bueno, es cierto, en cierto punto hay que anticiparse y prepararse para ello, pero en la pandemia del COVID-19 no fue de esos casos, ya que hubo mucha incertidumbre y poca información en este caso. Entonces, en estos factores hubo muchas personas que entraron en pánico y también hubo un momento de necesidad de que las personas debatieran y decidieran juntos sobre posibles soluciones. Entonces, aquí se identificaron dos trampas de negociación. La primera fue pasar de las medidas definitivas a las contingentes. Eso aquí se elige entre lo inmediato y a lo largo plazo. Entonces aquí se habló de una escuela en el COVID-19 que el comité del consejo decidió hacer una transición a la enseñanza virtual durante el resto del semestre. Bueno, entre lo inmediato, la salud y la seguridad de sus estudiantes y trabajadores, aquí se empieza a planificar con medidas contingentes y hay un cierre corto durante una semana con los deberes, pero si digamos que si dura más de 2 semanas, se prepara la enseñanza remota y clases completas en líneas. Y también al mismo tiempo hay que trazar una ruta contingente de regreso. Eso quiere decir en qué momento empieza el personal a ingresar, pues a empezar a trabajar y también cuándo empiezan las actividades en el campus. Y el segundo sería avanzar hacia la toma de decisiones colaborativas. Aquí se intenta buscar un beneficio en conjunto, pero a veces es muy poco realista. Pero en tiempos de crisis es necesario llegar a un acuerdo que todos ganen y así motiva a muchos a evitar lo peor y así evitar que la ansiedad se apodere. Bueno, digamos que en la interacción que hubo en el COVID-19 se produjo más que todos se comunicaran virtual, ya que se hizo pues un distanciamiento social para evitar que la propagación de la enfermedad pues se propague más el virus. Bueno, eso es todo y muchas gracias.